It's 5:29 on this Monday morning. Good morning. Developing right now, St. Mary's Medical Center is firing back at the CNN report unveiling 9 infant deaths from a risky heart surgery. Chris Stewart has more details on what the hospital is disputing.
And a manhunt intensifying in New York after 2 convicted murderers bust out of a max security prison. The new agency just joining the search in minutes.
All right, let's take a look at Live Viper 5 Max this morning and show you a few showers just offshore. There they are there, mostly over by the Bahamas, but we've had a few try to move onshore this morning. If you're in Boca, you may notice a few wet roads around Glades Road, even Yamato with a light shower that moved through earlier. Your most accurate hour-by-hour forecast this morning. Temperatures are in the 70s along the coast, few upper 60s along the Treasure Coast and in Okeechobee, but everybody's going to warm up fast. So as you head out later this morning by your mid-morning hours, you're looking at temperatures in the mid-80s, upper 80s, and low 90s for highs today. A few coastal showers this morning. You're seeing them there on the radar. And then inland showers and thunderstorms this afternoon, but much higher chances for rain tomorrow. Lisa and I will break that down for you coming up in just a few minutes. Holly?
All right, let's take a look at your drive once again. We're going to show you again I-95 Forest Hill. Not much has changed since I showed this camera to you about 10 minutes ago, but it does represent what we're seeing throughout the viewing area. North and southbound traffic, great flow this morning on I-95 and the Turnpike. Not hearing of any troubles either on those side roads.
5:30 now, and St. Mary's Medical Center is firing back at CNN over its report on infant deaths in the hospital's infant heart program. For the first time, the hospital is not just denying the report, but disputing the numbers CNN used in its story. News Channel 5's Chris Stewart is live with the information we're learning from the hospital right now. Chris?
And just a short time ago, within the last half hour, we received a very lengthy response from St. Mary's Medical Center, a response to this story by CNN, a story that was really a bombshell when it aired on national television a week ago. CNN saying that the program here at St. Mary's is subpar, that it has led to 9 infant deaths since it started in 2011, this infant heart surgery program. But St. Mary's says that CNN miscalculated the program's death rate. CNN claimed that the death rate here at St. Mary's in this program nearly 4 times the national average. The hospital, though, says that it told CNN the data in the story does not represent all cases and procedures performed inside the program. The hospital says the death rate is actually within what is considered normal for these kinds of programs. Now, CNN's report also claimed that the hospital here does not do enough infant heart surgeries to be able to carry out these kinds of operations. St. Mary's says that's because it is a new program and it is slowly increasing the amount of operations it does. CNN has not commented on St. Mary's response. According to the Palm Beach Post, the hospital says it is providing its own review of the program to reinforce the community's confidence. At the same time, the U.S. Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services says that it is doing its own investigation of the hospital's program, citing the CNN reports. The hospital says it has been in contact with officials and that it will fully cooperate, it says, with any sort of review of this program. We're live in West Palm Beach. Chris Stewart, WPTV News Channel 5.
All right, following a breaking news update right now, U.S. Marshals have officially joined the search for 2 convicted murderers who escaped from a max security prison in upstate New York. Officials say the 2 escaped notice for hours before guards realized they were missing from their cells Saturday morning. Police say convicted murderers Richard Matt and David Sweat used power tools to cut through the steel walls and crawl out of their adjacent cells. Then they followed a catwalk through a maze of pipes. You saw the yellow sticky note at the beginning here on their way out reading, "Have a nice day." They would emerge from a manhole in a nearby neighborhood. Right now, police aren't sure if the 2 are still together.
Although we have notified our partners in Canada, the ports of entry across the northern border, and certainly every law enforcement agency in the Northeast, they could be out of state, but they still could be holed up here in Dannemora.
New York's governor announced a $100,000 reward for information leading to this pair's capture.
A Vero Beach man will appear before a judge this morning. He's charged with kidnapping his neighbor at gunpoint yesterday. Police tell us Leon Thurston approached a couple on 15th Place, complaining they were too loud. According to the arrest report, the woman was forced to walk with Thurston around a park for several hours. When he went to use the restroom, though, the woman ran off and flagged down an officer. Thurston was arrested a short time later. Treasure Coast home sales are skyrocketing. The hot housing market starts in Indian River County, where single-family home sales jumped by more than 20% for the past year. According to Realty Track, there's more good news. Sellers in Indian River and Martin counties are getting significantly closer to the estimated value of their homes now than they did 4 years ago.
A simple median dividing a roadway could spell success or failure for a business. It's the case in Boynton Beach as business owners that they're making it surrounding the median on Boynton Beach Boulevard that prevents drivers heading eastbound to turn left to the railroad. Businesses along the railroad said the median has to go because customers can't get to them. A sign placed at a 3rd Street directing customers to Railroad Avenue businesses was recently taken down. Business owners say the median's not likely to go away, but they're just asking for better signs directing those customers to their street and stores.
It's 5:35 now. Coming up at 6, we'll tell you a new way for you to protect yourself against property fraud in Palm Beach County.
But first, it's vacation time, meaning a lot of pictures. We have some tips on how to make the most of your smartphone cameras when we return.
WPTV News Channel 5, Treasure Coast newspapers, and TCPalm.com, the largest news partnership on the Treasure Coast.
When it's 5 o'clock on News Channel 5, you need to know what's happening right now. Local coverage everywhere.
The only local reporter in Baltimore.
Steve Winkle with weather, safety, and accuracy right when and where you need it.
Off Boynton Beach and Delray.
The only local chopper getting you breaking news first.
Broke into several cars and then fired.
Now that's local coverage you can count on. WPTV News Channel 5. WPTV News Channel 5 has South Florida's largest news partnership, including Palm Beach Daily News.
New York, Boston, Philadelphia, Dallas, Newark, D.C., Chicago, Atlanta. Nonstop service to more than 25 destinations with connecting service anywhere in the world. Less stress. Fly PBI.
Enjoy the summer with huge savings from Edmore's Delray Toyota. Get 50% off a new Camry, now under $7,000, or lease for $89 a month. Visit DelrayToyota.com.
And your new dentures will be ready in a few weeks.
A few weeks? How am I going to eat?
With this.
I am not doing that.
Okay, let's try something new.
And your dentures will be ready Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
At Aspen Dental, we're not just fixing teeth. We're fixing dentistry with dentures in days, not weeks. Just call 1-800-ASPEN-DENTAL.
We've got a male, 30 to 35, stranded at the bus stop. Medium build, pretty eyes. I'm going to make contact. Hi!
Hey.
Let's get you a vehicle.
Oh, no, I can't afford a car.
Drive Time's new low price cancel anytime lease says yes, you can. I say drive, you say time. Drive! No, I say drive, you say time. Drive! I say drive, you say drive. Stop it.
Save yourself. Everyone drives with a cancel anytime lease. Only at Drive Time. Call, click, or visit.
Now at Empire Today, save big on new floors with our buy one, get two free sale. Buy floors for one room and get carpet, hardwood, or laminate for 2 more rooms. Free when you pay for padding and installation. Empire makes flooring easy. We bring samples to your home, give free estimates during your appointment, and professionally install your project right. So save big with Empire's buy one, get two free sale. Schedule now.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today.
Make this summer spectacular. Get a new Toyota from Edmore's Delray Toyota. Get 50% off a new Corolla. 50% off. Now under $6,000. Or lease for $69 a month.
It's Edmore.
Visit DelrayToyota.com.
Vacation. 4:30 a.m. 90-minute drive. 2-hour wait. Vacation. Your time is worth more. Vacation. Parking to terminal in less than 10 minutes. Less stress. Fly PBI.
Welcome back, everybody. It's 5:38. Take a look at this incredible video. High-fiving the world. This guy right here, Craig Lewis, decided to quit his job and travel the world. He worked and saved up for 3 years, and he recorded his epic high-flying and high-fiving journey through the globe. To see more amazing videos and hear the stories behind them, tune into Right This Minute right here on News Channel 5 at 7:30 tonight.
That's pretty
cool, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the same thing I was going to say. Nice little edit, natural, boop,
yeah,
high five, and
wow.
you're in the continent of Africa,
yeah.
and then you're on
and then you're
North
home,
America
then you were
again.
swimming. It was terrific.
Very cool. Right This Minute's a great show. How about a great series shaping up for the Stanley Cup tonight? It's going to be in Chicago, the home of the Blackhawks, the game. But right now, the series between the Hawks and the Lightning tied 1-1. The biggest question surrounding tonight's game is about the Lightning goaltender and who it will be. During Saturday's game, starting goalie Ben Bishop pulled himself out of the game twice, still waiting to learn what took him off the ice. The Bolts head coach says we'll have a better idea about who will be in the net tonight after the morning skate.
And this was a game you didn't want to miss, but some of us did because we had to go to bed. But I wish I'd been able to see this. What a thriller. The Cleveland Cavaliers surprised everybody by beating the Warriors last night. The Cavs are playing without two of their key players, Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love, both out with injuries. The team still rallied behind King James and took down the Warriors, and it went to overtime just like the first game did. And the Cavs won 95-93, and as we mentioned, the series is now tied 1-1. If you're looking to treat yourself to a lavish staycation, you might like this news. From now through the end of September, you can book rooms at some Palm Beach hotels at a discounted rate. You can stay at the Breakers for $349 a night, $349 a night. Sounds steep, but it's about half the price of the winter season. Other hotels like the Four Seasons are offering nightly deals starting at $199 a night. You can find a list of all of these deals and more on our WPTV app.
As those summer vacations kick into high gear this week, people will be recording their getaways with a smartphone instead of a standalone camera. So how about some tips on the best use for smartphone cameras? Here's NBC's Chris Clackham.
Research by Shutterfly found Americans are taking 10 billion photos a month, and most of them, 6 billion, are with a smartphone camera. As we enter the summer vacation season, it might be more, especially because of accessories like snap-on lenses.
Telephoto for getting closer to the action, or wide angle or macro, which allow you to get obviously wider shots or close-up detail.
Terry Sullivan with Consumer Reports just wrote about how to get the best photos using smartphone cameras, and like everything else, there's an app for that.
A lot of photography apps that are really neat. Manual, as the name implies, lets you manually select ISO, shutter speed, aperture.
He says there are also photo editing apps that complement capabilities already on most smartphones. But otherwise, use the smartphone much like your point-and-shoot camera. Just don't expect much when using the zoom.
When you zoom in using the digital zoom on your smartphone, well, that's going to degrade image quality because of the type of zoom it is.
And on days when visiting exhibits, galleries, or museums, leave the selfie stick in the car. They're banned from most places like that. Chris Clackham, NBC News.
Consumer alert for you now. A new list is out naming the best cities for retirement in our country. The new report from Bankrate.com ranked 172 cities according to several factors, including weather, cost of living, crime rate, healthcare quality, tax burden, walkability, and senior well-being. Phoenix and the metro areas took the top spot, followed by Arlington. And the list of the top 5 cities is right there on your screen. Look, 3 of them are in Arizona. One actually in Des Moines ranked up there. Surprisingly, only one Florida city made the top 10 list, and that was Cape Coral, which came in at number 8.
You know, we see these lists, and I'm sure they're fine places to live, but they just don't understand what we see every day. That we wake up in paradise. It's beautiful. Okay? Enough said.
Oh, it comes down to, I guess, home is where the heart is.
Yeah.
And it's right here.
I'll take the beach.
I agree.
I'll take Glenn's forecast today, too.
It's not a bad forecast at all. This is a great place to retire. I don't know what these lists are talking about. A look downtown this morning on our Live 5 camera. Some light coming up over the horizon here. We're still about an hour away from sunrise, but it starts to get light a little earlier here. Here's what we're looking at on radar this morning. A few showers well offshore of Palm Beach County and Martin County and St. Lucie County, and a little shower coming pretty close to Indian River County, just to the east there. But then you'll see it kind of dissipate before it makes it on shore, and that's what's been happening a lot this morning as the rainfall looks like it's headed in and kind of falls apart before it makes it onshore. Still, we could see a few coastal showers this morning and then inland showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. Long stream of moisture here down to the south, and we're going to start to tap into this moisture tomorrow as our winds become more southerly and southwesterly. So that's going to scoop up this moisture and bring it on in. So our rain chances will start to increase tomorrow. You can see here on Tuesday and Wednesday the thicker clouds and the little thunderstorm icons here, an indication of heavier rainfall possible. Today, however, lots of sunshine, highs in the upper 80s and low 90s. Holony?
Taking a look at your drive time, starting out in Stewart. Look at this. Martin Downs Boulevard to Indiantown Road, 15 minutes. Drive time's all under 20 right now. Turnpike, Beeline to Boynton Beach, that's about a 16-minute ride.
Coming up, a manhunt underway in Palm Beach County. Why police are on the lookout for 3 people when we return.
From WPTV News Channel 5, get Storm Team 5 weather updates throughout the day on Cool 105.5.
Feel like a kid again with Dunkin's new Oreo and Chips Ahoy flavored iced coffees. Classic cookie flavor in every sip. America runs on Dunkin'.
New York, Boston, Philadelphia, Dallas, Newark, D.C., Chicago, Atlanta. Nonstop service to more than 25 destinations with connecting service anywhere in the world. Less stress. Fly PBI.
Looking for quality impact windows from a company you can trust? Call ArmorView Window and Door.
ArmorView windows and doors are custom made in Florida for Florida homes.
We offer gold standard installation. From permitting to final inspection, ArmorView takes care of it all.
Choose ArmorView Impact Windows and Doors for your best home improvement project ever.
Act now. Buy 2 windows, get 1 free. Get year-round protection from a company you can trust. Call ArmorView Window and Door.
Yoplait.
Good news, everybody. There is now 25% less sugar in Yoplait Original. Say adieu to that sugar, because it still tastes good. Yoplait!
This is history in the making. Cortez, 23 years old, first woman in the majors.
Never miss a moment. Get live TV on the go included with AT&T Uverse TV for just $19 a month for 2 years with qualifying bundles and 1-year term.
Watch the Honda Sports Desk for the latest local and national sports, powered by ESPN 106.3. Every night at 11, only on News Channel 5. Sponsored by the South Florida Honda Dealers. Visit sfhondadealers.com to find the dealer nearest you.
Vacation. 4:30 a.m. 90-minute drive. 2-hour wait. Vacation. Your time is worth more. Vacation. Parking to terminal in less than 10 minutes. Less stress. Fly PBI.
People of the coffee drinking world, Dunkin' has a dark roast coffee that's deliciously roasted just right for a bold start and smooth finish that's never bitter. Put down the dark roast you've been putting up with and reach for the one you deserve. America runs on Dunkin'.
Catch your News Channel 5 updates throughout the day on News Radio WJNO.
We're back now at 5:47 to Port St. Lucie now, where a tax return preparer has pleaded guilty to preparing false tax documents, costing the U.S. Treasury more than $500,000. Last week, Jean-Pedro Jean-Baptiste admitted to using false names and deductions for the 2008-09 tax years. Court records show that he was a paid preparer and owner of a firm based in Delray Beach. Baptiste was indicted in April, and he will be sentenced in federal court in August. Under a plea agreement, he could be deported.
New this morning, a search underway for 3 men in Lantana after a high-speed chase yesterday evening. Our partners at the Palm Beach Post say FHP troopers attempted to pull over a car speeding on 95. Instead of stopping, the car sped off and got off on the Hypoluxo Road exit. Troopers say the men ran from the car after turning onto a dead end on Barada Place. The car's impounded, but the guy's still missing this morning.
This morning we're waiting to learn more about 2 people who were killed in an accident yesterday in Palm Beach Gardens. It happened at about 12:30 in the morning at North Lake Boulevard and Hyatt Drive near the Montecito residential community. Palm Beach Gardens Fire Rescue says it looks like the 2 people were outside of the vehicle pushing it from the rear when another car slammed into them. The victims were pronounced dead at the scene. The driver of the other vehicle did remain at the scene of the accident. No word yet if charges will be filed.
5:49 now. We start with a quick look at your weather headlines. Here's what Lisa and I are going to talk about in your forecast. We've got your high temperatures for today. Not a big fluctuation in temperature here. Increasing rainfall, though. That's something we're going to see. And when will it be unusually dry this week? Here's a look at the radar. You can see a few showers trying to move in this morning. As we just mentioned a few moments ago, only a few have made it. If you're waking up in Boca, you might see some wet streets. That's where we had a couple of showers this morning. Lots of rainfall down to our south. Lots of moisture from our south that will move up into our area tomorrow. But not today, so we're going to heat up pretty quickly, Lisa.
Yeah, it's going to be hot. And Glenn and I, we were just talking. We're like, do we even need to say that it's going to be hot today? Because, I mean, you already know, right? But high temperatures today in the upper 80s. Pretty typical this time of the year. 88 in Boca, 88 in Belglade, 87 today in Jupiter. Treasure Coast, sort of the same story. 88 in Port St. Lucie, 90 degrees in Okeechobee. So the farther inland you go, the hotter it's going to be. So hitting the beach today, gorgeous beach day. I'm expecting most of the rain to stay inland, so it should be a nice day out there. It's going to be hot, though. So drink a lot of water and wear the sunscreen, Glenn.
Yeah, we were joking that we have that graphic that shows the temperature graph, and they're all like the same every day. So it's not probably unnecessary to show that. All right. So today, rain chances along the coast this morning and then inland this afternoon. So a few showers this morning along the coast and then scattered showers and a few thunderstorms farther inland closer to Lake Okeechobee during the afternoon hours. Tomorrow, that moisture from the south really starts to move in. So our rain chances jump up a lot, and you'll see more clouds too, scattered to numerous showers and thunderstorms possible. And the difference will be that the rain will be pushing over toward the east coast from our inland communities during the afternoon drive tomorrow. So it could be a very sloppy drive home tomorrow during the afternoon hours. And the same goes for Wednesday. However, as we get into Thursday and Friday, something interesting happens. Some unusually dry air looks like it'll start to move in to South Florida. So as we get into Friday, we're looking at very low chances for rain, a lot of sunshine, and hot and humid conditions, obviously, but low chances for rain. Unusual for the rainy season, but that could happen by the end of this week. Colony?
You know, Glenn, if only our viewers could hear you and Lisa behind the scenes. I just need a bucket of popcorn and I'd be all right. Oh, what's going on right there? Let's see. Traffic camera, definitely not wanting to cooperate. So we'll go to our traffic maps. You can see green, the color of the morning. Green is what we love to see. Clean and green, we like to say in the traffic department. Accident-free in Palm Beach County and the Treasure Coast.
A nice reward for American Pharoah after his big win this weekend. What he was treated to coming up.
But first, an investigation after an officer caught on camera throwing a teenage girl to the ground. What the police department is saying about this when we return.
WPTV News Channel 5, St. Lucie News Tribune, and TCPalm.com, the largest news partnership on the Treasure Coast.
You decided to downsize your home. Then I said the contract should include an inspection, which revealed you weren't alone. Let a RE/MAX agent guide you. RE/MAX, dream with your eyes open.
16 wide eyes. Driver's license took 2 tries. Bought a Roadster secondhand. Playing parties with the band. Loaded up, off to state. Hijinks, tailgates, starter, midsize, family cruising. Now in the garage, something new reminds you of when you were you.
Welcome to Fort
dark green sheets. Welcome to Castle Brainstorm. It's full of cool stuff like my second in command and my trusty bow. And free of stuff I don't like. And in my castle, we only eat Chex cereal. Chex cereal. It's full of delicious crunchability. No artificial flavors and it's gluten-free. And that's something even my brother, sister can understand. Mom, Brian threw a ball in the house.
You dreamt of a condo with a view. But then I showed you a suburb school, and the view of your daughter's future made a house look really cool. Let a RE/MAX agent guide you. RE/MAX, dream with your eyes open.
Time now is 5:53. A suburban Dallas police officer has been placed on administrative leave after a video showed him pushing a teenage girl in a swimsuit to the ground outside a pool. The video also showed him pointing his gun at other teens. The officer has been identified as Eric Casebolt. McKinney Police, this is where it happened, says officers responded to a community pool after a caller said several teenagers refused to leave. The police chief says they are investigating this incident.
Police in Austin, Texas, investigating what led up to a confrontation with officers and people who were watching a person being arrested. Now, the video posted to YouTube shows a crowd of people watching and filming that arrest with their cell phones. More officers arrive and begin forcibly moving that crowd back. One man's pepper sprayed. At one point, a gun's pulled out by an officer. That particular officer is on leave pending the outcome of an investigation.
Protesters gathered in Los Angeles over the weekend to demand justice for a man killed by police last year. LAPD has previously said that 25-year-old Ezell Ford was resisting arrest when two officers shot him dead in August. Ford's family disputes that version of events. One group demonstrated yesterday outside of Mayor Eric Garcetti's home. They held signs and pictures of Ford demanding the mayor's attention on this case.
In other cities, you see the mayor come forward and he speaks of what's going on, the issues that's going on. I've seen the mayor dancing with Beyonce and doing all kind of other stuff, and he has not given my family the respect or attention that is deserved.
The LA Times reported that police and investigators believe the two officers were justified in shooting Ford. The LA Police Commission president wouldn't confirm or deny the report, saying the speculation is irresponsible. The commission is expected to decide the fate of the two officers tomorrow.
The man charged in the death of that University of Virginia student going to go to trial on another case. Investigators say they linked Jesse Matthew Jr. to an unsolved rape and attempted murder case after zeroing in on him for the disappearance and murder of Hannah Graham. Today's trial stems from a September 2005 attack on a 26-year-old woman in Fairfax City, Virginia. Matthew pled not guilty in the attack back in November.
New information on the 10-year-old boy who was shot in Liberty City in Miami-Dade. He's been released from the hospital. Last week, Jamari Tillman was shot when he was riding his bike with friends near his home. Police say he was not the intended target. Police are still searching for suspects in the shooting.
An 11-year-old boy in the hospital after he was bitten by a shark in Cocoa Beach yesterday. We're told the shark bit the boy's calf. Lifeguards saw the child was hurt, ran into the water, and carried him out and started that emergency aid.
It is one of the worst ones that we've seen out here in recent years. This will definitely be somewhere around 8 or 9.
Two big waves came in. On the second big wave, we saw what looked to be a juvenile bull shark. It had the dark gray with the black and the black tip. And as we turned around and we were trying to get our bearings to figure out where it went, probably about 15 seconds later, we saw a group of people in knee-high water, and we heard screaming.
A helicopter flew the boy to a children's hospital in Orlando.
A West Boca Raton neighborhood is relieved after an aggressive coyote was trapped and euthanized. The coyote was trapped yesterday by private trappers. This video of it shows a full-grown but sickly coyote with mange. Officials say it was aggressive and it didn't fear humans, a sign that someone may have been feeding the animal.
Seeing how crazy the yellow bloodshot eyes were, and I'm like, no, get away, get away. You know, and it just kept fixating his eye on Ginger.
Florida Fish and Wildlife says it's illegal to feed coyotes and other wild animals, including bobcats, bears, and raccoons. Authorities say if caught, you could be fined for it. Security for that community has identified 4 other coyotes, but so far, they don't appear to approach humans.
Happening today, the Palm Beach County School District begins its summer food service program from now until August 5th. If you're 18 and under, you can stop at county schools on weekdays for free, nutritionally balanced meals. It's designed to make sure kids who rely on free or reduced meals at school don't go hungry during summer vacation.
The Palm Beach County Food Bank is also helping to feed kids this summer. They hosted Construction yesterday at the Gardens Mall. The sculptures will be on display through June 21st. After that, the food will be used to help provide meals to children while school is out.
There are new developments in the ongoing scandal involving former House Speaker Dennis Hastert and allegations he lied to the FBI to cover up past sexual abuse. More members of his former wrestling squad are coming forward, expressing disbelief at the stunning accusations. I'm Gabe Gutierrez in Yorkville, Illinois, and we'll have the very latest in this developing investigation coming up on Today.